Hello and welcome to an Onward Scrimcast. Tonight we have the Rioting Raiders against Army of Raiders Elite. This is a rematch. I saw them scrim a few weeks ago. I think I might have even been in on that scrim with Wolf in the Night and Rambo. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that right or not, but either way, we've got an exciting matchup tonight. We'll be starting out on Suburbia. We do have all 10 players in the lobby. We're just waiting for a ready up, and then we should be getting going before much longer. I have seen a lot of these names in the lobbies lately. Both teams have been putting in work. I've seen a lot in the Scrims channel. Let's see if I can pull them up real quick and see if we can't see what they did with the first week of the season. Got Rioting Raiders. You know what? Actually, I don't want to be bringing stuff up on the computer right now since we're live with the delay. Let's be a little kinder to the GPU. But we will be starting on Suburbia. Let me jump over real quick and check. It's going to be a Center House OBJ. Rioting Raiders will be on Marsoc, and Army of Raiders Elite will be on Volk, defending that Center House upstairs. Always a spicy objective. You can get in there fast and try and wipe everyone out and get the cap quick, or you can take it slow and try and pick them off one at a time. This OBJ does lend itself to both approaches, and I think it is a pretty evenly matched between Volk and Marsoc because it's just right there in the center of the map. Whoever happens to get locked down on the right lines is going to be the team that winds up with the advantage, and that can go either way, depending on the different choices the teams make. And there is all 10 readied up, and I hear the beeps. Let's get swapped over and into some Onward. So, it looks like Rioting Raiders gonna get the lane 4 spawn. Lane 3, lane 4. East spawn, if you will. Got Squimp coming out to lane 4, 3 pushing to the middle, and Benjamin Beats going off on their own in the north towards lane 1. Ghost, Gray, and Slim all coming through lane 2, smoking out that back door of Center House. Looks like a frag coming back at him. That was awfully close to Slim, but not going to connect. Pollution going to pick up Isaac. Slim going to get the refrag. It's Gray, picks up Predatory Instinct. I did not see where Predatory Instinct was. Looks like we've got Boss Jam back in Spawn House, putting out some PKM rounds. It's Gray is down in the first floor of Center House. VR Monty rotating out of the second floor, going to go down to It's Gray. Slim and It's Gray both downstairs at the back of Center House. Got Benjamin Beats deep in lane 1, putting some shots towards that window where Veli is. And Squimp over by Green Tank. Veli gonna take a pick onto Slim as Boss Jam gets the pick on It's Gray in the kitchen. I guess Slim was probably down here at the base of the stairs. Yeah, that was Slim there. It's gonna leave us with the 2v2. We've got Squimp over here pushing in the south. Benjamin Beats coming down lane 1. Squimp is going to get the pick through the window onto Veli, leaving just Boss Jam off objective. Boss Jam has shot a couple times and did get a kill, so I think they know they're there. If I was Benjamin Beats, I would be rotating into the center back door of center house. But Benjamin Beats doesn't have my point of view, so I'm not faulting them for not making this decision. But I would have been very cap hungry there. Benjamin Beats is going to be patient and pick up the kill as Boss Jam had to rotate out of there. They couldn't stay back in the back. They were too far away from OBJ. So that was, especially once Slim went down, that was wise of Benjamin to stay down and wait for the rotation and pick up the kill. Sorry, I was looking at my other screen. Let's get that point up on the board for Rioting Raiders here on the first round. Only about 2 minutes into the round. That's pretty standard for Suburbia. But we did see a lot of action. We ended up in a 1v1. You like to see that. You like to see when picks go out and you see, not trades, but you see people trade positions. You know, one goes down, then another one trades out. It's not, you know, you don't want to see an actual trade where it's just networking issues, but where they do go 1-for-1 and people are finding each other, and it just makes it feel like it's a quality match, like teams are evenly faced. And that looked like a pretty quality round from both sides. Must have been some good comms from Slim. No, it was Scrimp. Scrimp on lane 4 coming in, and Benjamin Beast to pick up Boss Jam there at the end. When we come back in, it will be Army of Raiders Elite. I'm gonna just call them AOR. That's a long name. Be AOR's turn on Marsoc. So let's jump back over. I just heard some beeps. And it looks like they did get the other spawn. They got the lane 1 spawn this time. Belly getting ready to run east towards lane 4. Predatory Instinct coming down lane 1. And then 3 going to the middle. Looks like a pretty similar push from both teams. Not exactly the same, as Boss Jam will not be going through lane 2. And now they're all splitting it up and doing it completely differently. Ghost Isaac gonna pick up VR Monty in lane 2. Pollution will be able to hear those footsteps. Oh, Pollution ready for Isaac as Isaac got Predatory Instinct behind him, I think is what happened there. Good job to Isaac picking up 2. Anytime you get a 2-for-1, that's good. Pollution gonna take out It's Gray. I think they were up in that upstairs window. Bringing us to a 3v3 with just 45 seconds off. As Squimp and Boss Jam gonna run into each other. Squimp's gonna win out on that one. Slim and Pollution trade out through the kitchen window. It's now a 2v1 with just Veli. Veli sneakily made their way all the way down to South Street. I in all of that action, I didn't see them since they split out a spawn. Getting a lot of callouts from the defense, from Rioting Raiders. I haven't been close enough to many of the AOR players to know how their communication has been, but Veli with a strong, very strong push. Veli's gonna push in and pick up, who was that downstairs? Was that Slim? Was either Slim or Squimp was downstairs making callouts. And just off the callouts, Veli was able to get that pick. And then they followed up with the swing upstairs and took out Benjamin Beats. Very nicely done, tying us at a 1-to-1 here on the first map, Suburbia. When we come back in, we'll be looking at a South Garage objective for Rioting Raiders on Marsoc. But before we do that, I just want to give another quick thought to that swing from Veli here at the end. They were coming in from lane 4, and as I was saying, the Rioting Raiders were doing a great job communicating, making a lot of call-outs. I believe that was Slim down in the downstairs, either Slim or Squimp, one of the S's, down in the downstairs corner. And Veli coming in from lane 4 was clearly able to hear them. They were calling him out. And so I felt like Veli had a pretty good shot to get that first pick. They had a real good idea where they were, if they could use Peeker's advantage. So that one, I got to admit, wasn't a huge shocker to me. But then the swing on the stairs and the flick onto Benjamin, that was chef's kiss right there, man. That was really solid. Well done. So yes, when we come back in momentarily, we will be on the South Garage OBJ. Rioting Raiders will be spawning in the north somewhere. There are the beeps, so we'll be finding out where just in just a second. Let's bring you back over. Sorry for the little bit of the lag at the beginning of the round. Anytime we load new things in, my computer gets a little unhappy because, believe it or not, Suburbia is one of the more resource-intensive maps. But you don't care about that. You care about the 1-2-2 split we're getting from Rioting Raiders as Ghost Isaac's going to go down to Pollution in lane 2. There's been a lot of action in lane 2 early on this map so far. It's Slimly and Pollution going to trade out right there. That, I'm gonna be honest, that one looked a little weird. But we are at a 3v2. Nice job to Pollution picking up 2. Like I said last round, anytime you can get a 2-for-1, that's a valuable trade. AOR. Oh, I'm sorry. It was. Yes, no, that is right. That's right. AOR's got the 4v3. It's Gray gonna take out It's Monty, bringing us to a 3v3. Benjamin gonna get Predatory Instinct here on the hedge. Boss Jam gonna get Benjamin and It's Gray. Good pick by Boss Jam. Looks like they had huddled up just a little bit too close right there. That's gonna leave us at a 2v1 with just Squimp over here in lane 4 again.
I'm the last one.
Squimp checking his tablet and realizing he is indeed the last one. Who do we still have? Oh, I can't check it while I'm still in. We've got Veli and Boss Jam. Veli in Spawn House, Boss Jam in Center House. And Boss Jam's gonna get the pick on Squimp. To be honest, I don't know that I knew you could look that far down the street from that window. That was a pretty tight angle. Anyways, that's gonna be the second point on the board for AORE. Maybe I should call this the Army versus the Riot. That could be fun. Anyways, let's get over to that scoreboard. 2-1 here on Suburbia, our first map. When we come back in, we will still be on that South Garage OBJ. It'll be Rioting Raiders' chance to be on Marsoc. They'll be going for the cap, maybe try and put the map away. Maybe not everyone does. But Rioting Raiders are gonna want to get this point here. AOR's put 2 up in a row, so Rioting Raiders gonna want to break this momentum. And there are the beeps, so let's get swapped back over. Looks like we've got another lane 4 spawn. This time for AORE. For the army. There we go, we'll just call them army. This time for army. They're both raiders. This is Raiders the remix, the Raiders versus Raiders the remix. 5-person push coming to the center, gonna split into a 1-3-1. 2 coming into lane 2, got utility coming out over the middle. It's Gray up in center house. Ghost Isaac aggressively pushed out as Benjamin Beats gets VR Monty. Ghost Isaac gonna down pollution, get down, I'm not sure what happened there, but Boss Jam gonna get the confirm. As Veli did go down, Predatory Instinct putting shots back on It's Gray. It is 4-2 in top of Mansion. Oh, Mansion is center house. That was a good call out on Gray. I was gonna say it's 4-2 in Rioting Raiders' favor as Boss Jam gets the pick behind center house on Benjamin Beats. Predatory Instinct gonna go down to Slim in the front door of Spawn House as Boss Jam last up makes a rotate. VR Monty's just downed. Oh, VR Monty with 445. I kind of think Boss Jam needs to be going for that res. I'll be honest there. But it's Boss Jam's round to win or lose, so they get to decide for themselves. They just have 2 defenders. I don't know how their kill count is. No, it's 3 defenders. Where's... Oh, Squimp. We got Slim, Squimp, and It's Gray. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know what the kill count for Boss Jam is, as he does pick up It's Gray through that second floor window. Nice job. Approaching 4 minutes remaining. Got Squimp. Slim going down in the front door. Slim had not rotated after taking shots. Wow. Okay. I do love a C4 kill. That might be the longest C4 I've ever seen. Okay. Anyways, Rioting Raiders evening us up 2-2. Good job, defense. Yeah, sorry, that C4 was way over I think that was on the Jersey barrier, maybe, or in between the Jersey barrier and the hedge in front of center house. And was that Boss Jam was the last? Yeah, Boss Jam was way over at the garbage can. That's a goodly distance. That's about all I can describe it as. I did not know C4 had quite that much range. I thought Boss Jam was gonna be alright. Anyways, enough of the things I didn't know. Beautiful, beautiful C4 goes out with Squimp with that. Thank you, Squimp. Bob loves a C4 kill. I was gonna say the Boss Jam, excellent job though, they had 2 or 3 picks in a row there. I know they had It's Gray in center house on the rotate back to the middle of the map, and then they also picked up Slim in the front door of Spawn House. Slim had put shots out of that front door and hadn't rotated, which is sometimes a risky move. But we got some beeps coming in, so let's get you swapped back over. This time we do have Marsoc. Oh, and it's going to be a round reset. Looks like Rioting Raiders reset. I don't think they all loaded in. But what I was going to say is it's going to be a red car OBJ there in North Street in the northeast. Which means there's going to be a lot of action in lane 3, most likely. That's usually how it goes. And this time we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rioting Raiders. That's looking better. So we've seen a lot of 1-3-1 splits so far. Let's see if we get that again. Got Squimp going off to lane 4. And then we've got, looks like we've got 4 coming this way. Ghost Isaac gonna push into the middle. The other 3 Rioting Raiders gonna make their way over to lane 1. Benjamin Beats pushing into Deadman Curve. Deadman Curve, that's Deadman Alley, I think is what they call that. Deadman Curve is where Jimmy Dean went down. Or was that... No, that might have been Jan and Dean. I don't know. It's called Deadman Curve. Someone died there. Squib gonna pick up VR Monty. Benjamin Beak spits Valley. Pollution gonna get Ghost Isaac. We're quickly at a 4v3 in Rioting Raiders' favor. With, looks like Boss Jam, Instinct, and Pollution all spread out or pretty close to the OBJ. I like their spread there. That's a good defense, especially for having lost 2. And Pollution is gonna get that pick. Who was that on? I think that was on Squimp. Over here. My computer lagging out just a little bit. Sorry about that. As all 3 Rioting Raiders had made it into the north behind the north houses. We're down to 2v2, which means I missed a pick on a Volk. Pollution, Instinct, that means that was whoever it was down on the front yard of C1. And by lane 1, Slim also going to get the pick onto Predatory Instinct. Pollution going to get It's Gray, leaving us 1v1, but It's Gray looks like they're going to get rezzed, maybe? But Pollution might be able to... Oh no, Pollution didn't have the angle anymore, and Slim does get that res. That's a huge pickup for Slim. Flash coming out. I don't think that will connect. Slim up by the wood fence in lane 3. Gray behind, providing some support. And Slim gonna take out Pollution in lane 3. It's always careful. I mean, it's always risky to peek this because unless you're back here at the corner of the house, there's nowhere to get into cover since those fences are penetrable. But that is going to give our third point to Rioting Raiders. Here on Suburbia, they've been trading back and forth pretty much. Not quite in order, but it has been an exciting match with lots of good contact, good combat. Let me peek back over on the Onward side of things. When we come back in, we will still be on the red car OBJ in the north. It will be Army's turn on Marsoc. Rioting Raiders will be defending for the map. And there are the beeps. They're coming back in. Let's go check in with our Marsoc buddies in the south. This time we got Army on Marsoc. They are fighting for their lives. If they cannot win this round, Rioting Raiders will win the map. However, if they are able to secure a cap, then they will win the map. If you're joining us from home for the first time, we're playing Onward in VR. All of these players are wearing headsets and standing up in real life, unless they're crouching. In this case, they are crouching in real life. Goal of this game is to eliminate all of your enemies or to punch a code into the objective. We're seeing a lot of utility going out. Benjamin Beats and Boss Jam about to run into each other. Benjamin Beats gonna shoot Boss Jam in the back. Had a feeling that might happen. I was hanging out for that. Oh, and Squimp gonna grenade Benjamin Beats. That's a full-on kill, too. That's too bad. Velly gonna pick up It's Gray. That's all happening back over there. Towards lane 3. Let me come back towards OBJ. It's now a 3v2.5. Squimp gonna pick up VR Monty from the front yard of lane 4. Ghost Isaac gonna get Velly in the backyard of C3. Squimp throwing out a flash. My computer lagging probably because of the smoke and all of the grass. Got Pollution and Predatory Instinct left. Pollution gonna pick up Ghost Isaac. Isaac's just downed. I don't think Squimp's gonna be going for that revive though. Good smoke. Isaac goes down anyway. Pollution gets the confirm. Good job, Pollution. Looks like he's confirming another body back there. That smoke was really good from lane 1. From Predatory Instinct to block the cross on lane 3 for Pollution. It didn't end up matter since Squimp was on lane 4, but had Squimp been in lane 3, Pollution would have been safe. Pollution does rotate out by the school bus and pick up Squimp over here by the Jersey barrier, giving us a 3-3 tie and taking us to a round 7 decider. Love a round 7 decider. Let's get you over to that scoreboard. So, when we come back in for our round 7 decider, we're going to have Rioting Raiders on the Marsoc attacking the Playground OBJ. This is one of the more fun, I think one of the more fun OBJs on Suburbia, especially if you get that quick spawn, because it's just hot and heavy as soon as the beeps end. This is a very capable OBJ. It's a little out in the open, but you can get smokes in there and you can get in underneath the smoke, or you can cap from behind the hedges if you have long arms. So there's a lot of things that can happen, and with that I'm hearing some beeps. Let's get you swapped back over. Does look like Rioting Raiders didn't get quick spawn, they got the North spawn. That's okay, it's still fun. Alright, getting a 2-3 split out of spawn. Slim and Gray heading towards lane 2, getting that pre-fire down towards the quick spawn. Ghost Isaac gonna pick up Predatory Instinct and Benjamin Beats. Squimp gonna get, who was that? Squimp got, that's not the button, that's the button. Squimp got VR Monty. Pollution gonna pick up It's Gray. Slim and Pollution gonna trade out. Squimp gets picked up by Predatory Instinct. No, I said that backwards. Squimp kills Predatory Instinct. Pollution is just down over here as Velly is coming for the revive. That's gonna bring us to a 3v2 in Army's favor. C4 gonna go out but not connect with anybody, as the two remaining Rioting Raiders are still pretty far north. In lanes 3 and 4 respectively. Pollution gonna pick up Squimp in lane 4. Ghost Isaac gonna get the refrag from lane 3. Let's jump in with Ghost Isaac, see how they play this. It's just a 2v1 now. They've got Velly in lane 3 behind the hedge, behind the fence there. And I cannot see who is over there on OBJ. I think that's probably Boss Jam. I don't think I've seen them in the kill feed yet. Boss Jam looks like they've rotated out to that Hesco in lane 4 behind the school bus. Pre-fire, that's a very smart pre-fire from Ghost Isaac. Unfortunately, the Hescos will save Veli. Sounds like Boss Jam was able to put some shots back into Ghost Isaac from over there on lane 4. Ghost Isaac's still with 3 minutes. They've got plenty of time to do a little recon and make a plan to approach this OBJ. Although you do hear that side there. Sounds like they wish they had a little more information maybe, or that looking around had provided a little more. I think that was a smoke going over lane 3. As Isaac comes into the middle, it's going to want to be careful. There might be a long, slim angle for Boss Jam, but no, there isn't. Doesn't look like there is. I do not know that position Boss Jam is in too well, but I do know they've got some interesting lines into the playground space. I'm not sure how far to the west they can see. As Isaac starts making their way through, down lane 2 into the south. I thought I was about to say they're making their way along the middle hedges, but they are going to make it into the south as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the round. This is really tremendous patience from Isaac's. I want to say it was right around the 4-minute mark when the other member, and Isaac gonna get the pick on Boss Jam. But Veli will get the refrag for the win on the round. That was a really good, those last 2 minutes were tense. That was a really good end of the round to both teams. I was saying excellent patience to Boss Jam to work their way around like that and not give anything away. Yeah, that was just really fun to watch all around. Good job to both teams. I wish you both could have won that one. So we will be getting a new map after this. I do not know what that new map will be yet. But yeah. I'm gonna let you hang out, listen to some music for a second, check out that scoreboard while I wait and see where we're going. And it looks like they've selected quarantine. Let's get that up on the scoreboard for you. Where's my mouse? There we go. Map 2. Quarantine day, let's get that on the scoreboard. When we come in, it will be Army on offense on Marsoc and Rioting Raiders on Volk. And we're going to have the Impact OBJ where the OBJ is actually in the plane fuselage. Quarantine's an exciting map. I like Quarantine. It was one of my first favorites. When I first started playing the game, I really liked Quarantine and Downfall. This was before we started playing PvP. When I first started, I played mostly co-op. I wasn't very big into gaming before VR, and never did the first-person shooter thing too much, so I wasn't really interested in the PvP game when I first got Onward. I admit I got it strictly because it had the co-op version, and I heard the co-op on Onward was pretty good. And I liked Quarantine and Downfall because you could shoot long shots. That was fun. And when you were shooting the bots, they didn't shoot back as well, so you could actually kill them occasionally. Then when I switched to PvP, when I switched to playing Uplink, I did not like Quarantine and Downfall very much because I always died. But then I got better, and then they became more fun, and now they're back towards the top of the list for me. I do enjoy Quarantine. It's a fun map to play. It's not my favorite on a competitive standpoint though, because there are 12 objective spawns, and there's just a lot of information to keep in your head to really stay out in front on map knowledge, because as I've mentioned not often enough, but a few times, map knowledge can really be huge and really make a difference, especially when you have evenly matched skill levels between the teams. So at a competitive level, the map knowledge can really be huge. And there are the beeps, so let's get swapped back over. We have got Army in the southeast here, heading towards Impact in the center west. Gonna get a maybe a 2-3 split? Looks like a 2-3 split. Boss Jam, Monty, and Veli coming to the north. Veli's gonna go underneath tank building. Boss Jam and Monty gonna make their way straight up to North Street. Boss Jam putting shots at, who is that? I think it's Gray they saw? They might have seen Squimp up in the second floor as Slim on an aggressive push out here in the parking garage underneath tank. Predatory Instinct, where are you, Predatory Instinct? Back here in the west, gonna get that pick onto, who was that? That was onto Benjamin Beats as Veli goes down. Ghost Isaac in the west gonna get the refrag onto Predatory Instinct. They're trying to rotate past gas station, giving us a 4-3 lead in the Rioting Raiders' favor. Got all three remaining Army there near hospital with, looks like Pollution up in the staircase, and I'm not sure the other two. Looks like we have Monty and Boss Jam on the first floor of hospital. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, I gotta check care of something in the real world. Alright, thankfully those guys did not push too back as, Slim on a huge rotation. Big flank through the southeast coming up behind these guys. This could be trouble. Slim, you will remember, went down the Sarlacc pit and underneath tank building in their initial push, as Ghost Isaac is going to get the pick onto, was that pollution upstairs?
Some encouragement. I got two, and I got ahead of me.
And yeah, Ghost Isaac is over here in the southwest corner past gas station, calling out, I think that was probably VR Monty. Slim going to pick them up on that flank that I mentioned. Leaving just Boss Jam alive for Army here at Center Burning against 4 Rioting Raiders. This has been a very good defensive round for the Raiders. For the Rioting Raiders. Both teams are Raiders, I can't just say the Raiders. Boss Jam in a tough spot, but it is not insurmountable. 4v1s have been won before. Slim looks like they've rotated up into the hospital stair. We've got It's Gray coming up on OBJ doorway. They're going to be encountering Boss Jam. Boss Jam not able to connect as Squimp from the second floor does pick up Boss Jam in the trade out. Three defenders left alive for rioting, four rioting raiders there. Oh, you know, give me 1 second. There was something I needed to do in between the maps. I'll be right back with you before we get into that scoreboard. That's not the right thing.
Bags,
Let's
no
go.
bags.
Wanna kiss? Wanna kiss?
Cheers.
Y'all just gotta.
Good
luck, guys. Try to
No,
be
keep
silent.
yours. I support.
You're talking to the that's silent. No, I just tossed one. Oh, that's... No, I'm sorry.
You good.
Just trying to draw attention.
This one.
I got one down.
-1 gas. I saw one of them calling to the impact building.
My gas station, I think. Yeah, on gas station. They're behind the garage building. The building with the garage.
So we got a round reset there, and I was muted for a little while. It's okay. I didn't say anything important. I just welcomed you back to the next round. Sorry about that. I also mentioned we had a little bit of chat come in, and I apologize to our chatters. I am new to live streaming. I've been casting for a little bit, so I've got a decent handle on Onward and OBS. But I've normally just record it. I'm new to doing this live, and I keep forgetting to check the chat. Reaper Gaming, you can see now that Army won the first map, and we are tied at 1-1. Sorry, I couldn't get you that update a little bit sooner. Kevin, I see Kevin. Kevin's a first-time chatter. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. I don't know who he was, but yeah, they did that, and I'm sure it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I caught that chat just a little bit too late to have a frame of reference. We are also on a 2-minute delay, so I will be seeing your chat just a little bit behind. Surprised we still back in the tent. Normally after a round reset, you get them jumping right back into it. This is just a scrim, so it's gentleman's rules, you know. In an actual match, you're supposed to jump right back in. You're not supposed to take time after a round reset, but since this is just a scrim, it's okay. It's okay. You can do what you need to do. The point of a scrim is to learn, so if you're not learning something, then it doesn't matter. So take that time, make sure you get the data you need. Let me throw you back in the scoreboard real quick. As you saw, just took a peek in the tent, and it looks like we've had a drop from Army. So, we will be on a little bit of a standby. I'm gonna leave us on the scoreboard and just go to the music for a moment while I check into some things and see what's going on. But I think we will be on a little bit of a hold just to give you a heads up. Just a heads up for anyone who likes to multi-stream, over on Chandler Sullivan's channel, we've got a community cast of Mayhem vs. Surge just about to go live. That should be a pretty interesting game. If you like to multi-stream, go ahead and pop that one on too, but please stay and support our friends from Rioting Raiders and Army of Raiders Elite. We will be rejoining momentarily once they get that 5th player back in. And with that, a 5th player has loaded in. They're going to take just a quick second to get the new guy up to speed. Thank you for GT Iron for jumping in and reserving for us. I'm on the wrong window. Let me get back over to Onward. Get swapped over. We'll be coming back in. We've got, this will be our first round on the hospital OBJ. It's the ambulance OBJ, I should say, just to differentiate it from the split street OBJ. We do, just a reminder, we've got a 1-to-1 here on Quarantine, getting a 2-2-1 split. Gonna follow Pollution and Boss Jam down the middle here. Got 2 heading over towards AC. Veli from AC gonna pick up Squimp with that MK18. That sounded like a very long shot with the Mark 18. Nicely done to Veli. The 5v4 for Army. As we're getting a very fast push, we've got, looks like 1, 2, 3 out of 5 already, almost at 4 out of 5, almost at South Street. Just Veli holding up a little bit. Iron going down to It's Gray from the first floor of Hospital out by Split Street where it meets South. Benjamin Beat's gonna pick up Predatory Instinct. Benjamin's over there on Big Rock. But Pollution is gonna get the refrag with an M16. Got Boss Jam and Pollution now have control, pretty solid control of the east side, but Slim does have eyes on the dunes. Boss Jam gonna take out It's Gray. Slim gonna get the refrag on Pollution. Pollution and Boss Jam were right next to each other. And just like that, it's a 2v1. 2v1 with just Boss Jam. Let's jump in with Boss Jam. I like riding along with the last player up when there's only one on a team, because he pretty much guarantees you're gonna see something.
I'm scared.
I would be scared too. I would be scared too. That was a quick round. Just a minute and a half to get us down to a 4v2. Who is that? I can't see. Ghost Isaac is very far off in the north, but Slim is gonna get the picks out of that little warehouse behind Hospital, giving us a 2-to-1 here on Quarantine. Very strong defenses from both teams. I think we've had all defensive points so far, is that right? Rioting Raiders are home. Let's get that point up on the scoreboard for Rioting Raiders. 2-to-1 on Quarantine. When we come back in, it will be their turn. I keep doing that. It will be their turn to attack the ambulance OBJ. And there are the beeps, so let's jump back over. Got Rioting Raiders in the west. Let's pop over to them. Rioting Raiders got a 2-to-1 lead here. If they can get... They can secure a cap on this one, which... This is a very capable OBJ. I often compare this one to Kiat on Bazaar because of how capable it is and how hard to defend it can be. But if they're able to secure a cap, they will win the map and bring us to a 1-to-1 tie and a map 3 decider. I think that was Benjamin Beats taking some shots on... I'm not sure. GT Iron gonna take Ghost Isaac. Where is Iron? Iron here on the gas tanks. Oh, I'm stuck in the gas tanks. Let's jump back. Let's jump to someone else. Iron was by the gas tanks by hospital. They picked up 2. It was Isaac and Gray. Got pollution there on the 2nd floor of Center burning. Predatory Instinct up in hospital stairs. Veli making a flank to the north. That worked very well for Slim when the things were the opposite and we had the other OBJ, so Rioting Raiders would do well to be on the lookout for a flank. Although Veli is coming back through the middle, I think that by not going further north, they're not going to be able to get behind them, and Benjamin Beats does catch them there in the 1st floor of Center burning. Oh, that was a good flash. It just didn't get through the gap. And you hear Pollution and Benjamin are taunting each other a little bit. Not sure anything's coming back from Benjamin. But that is one of the fun things. Ooh, and a quick refrag. So Benjamin got Pollution there on the 2nd floor and Iron got the quick refrag. Iron also going to pick up Squimp. Leaving just Slimpy. As Boss Jam... Where is Boss Jam? Boss Jam was down there where Slim was last round and got that pick. And you can see we'll be moving over to the gas station OBJ for the next round. Tying us up at a 2v2, 2-2. It is all Volk rounds, back and forth Volk rounds here on Quarantine. All Volk rounds. So we'll be going to what I call the gas station OBJ, but it's not the gas station OBJ. There's this building in between hospital and gas station that I don't have a good name for. I sometimes hear people call it garage, but there are a lot of buildings that people call garage, so I don't like that. Especially because there's no cars in there. So yeah, if you got a good name for this building, let me know in the comments. When we come back in, it will be Army's turn on Marsoc, see if they can pick up a Marsoc win. So far, we haven't been able to see one of those on Quarantine. At least I don't think we've seen one of those. I think it's been trading Volk rounds back and forth. And there are our beeps. Let's check in with Army. They are, oh, they got the quick spawn here in the south. They got the quick spawn here in the south. This is always exciting. This one you can get into that objective space real fast and you can make contact real fast. Boss Jam, Pollution, and Iron pushing south. I think that's Iron taking some early shots. Instinct coming across South Street, north side of Hospital. Benjamin Beats pushing into 1st floor Hospital. It's Gray, Ryan on OBJ, Squimp at the white tanks where Iron was last round. Boss Jam gonna pick up It's Gray on OBJ. We've got 2 defenders out in the west past gas station, I think. Oh no, one of them's on a long flank in the north. That is a very risky play as Squimp and Boss Jam trade out. Squimp, They are both full kills. Squimp was just down, but they did get the confirm. It is now a 4-3, 4-2 as Pollution picks up Benjamin Beats. This could be real bad. Ghost Isaac picks up Veil. Veli picks up Predatory Instinct. I was gonna say this could be very bad for Rioting Raiders, as it was a 4-2, but just like that, it's a two-man swing, and it's now 2-2. Ghost Isaac is on a long flank in the north. They're up on AC building, and they go down to Pollution on the roof of hospital. They're just downed, but who's left? Slim will not be able to go for that refrag. Slim's over here somewhere by gas station. Ghost Iron could get this cap. Slim gonna pick up Pollution. If Ghost can get the code in, nope, they're gonna drop the tablet and go for the picks, but Slim is gonna get the win. Good hold for Slim. That was risky. There was a lot of different ways that could have wound up a cap for Army. What I was trying to get out early, but all of the action kept preventing me, was that if I'm honest, I gotta question Ghost Isaac's decision to flank that far north. We have seen flanks be very successful in quarantine, but if you are gonna make that flank, I think you need to confirm that Marsoc didn't get the quick spawn first. That being said, Isaac was able to get a big pick from up there. They were up on, I think they were up on the AC roof, and they picked the person who was at OBJ building just on the north side. I might have that wrong. They might have picked somebody who was over closer to hospital. It was all happening pretty fast at that point. But they were able to get a kill. That was the important part. It wasn't completely... It wasn't a bad flank. Like, it was a successful flank. I'm not sure I would have recommended it. That's all. That's all. Like I said, I would have for me personally, I would have preferred to confirm that that wasn't the quick spawn. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That was last round. This is this round. It's going to be Rioting Raiders attempt on Marsoc. We've got a 1-3-1, 3 kind of going towards the center, 1 going south, 1 going north. Rioting Raiders are playing for the map. If they win this, it'll be a 1-to-1 on maps, forcing a map 3 decider. Oh, and it's Gray gonna go down to Pollution. Gray gonna go down to Pollution. Slim there at tank building. We got Ghost Isaac and Squip pushing fast in the north. They're already past Semi. They are going to split again. Now, the last time we had 2 Rioting Raiders coming this way. Oh, it looks like Veli... I'm not sure, where is Veli? Veli picked up Ghost Isaac over by White Car. Veli was, on hospital roof. That was a good shot by Veli. Nice long shot with, was that just with the hollow scope? Hollow sight? Not even with the scope? I don't think I could have made that shot. What I was saying was it was interesting over here in the north. Boss Jam gonna go down to Slim. Where was Boss Jam? Boss Jam at center burning. Slim, I think, is over there in Tank Courtyard. Squib goes down to Pollution. I'm just gonna give up on what I was trying to say. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, I think it was something about Pollution killing somebody in the northwest alley. Pollution putting out extra shots, but not going to get that confirm onto Squimp. It's now a 2.5v4. Got Slim over on the north side of Tank Building and Benjamin Beads. Slim gonna take out down Pollution up here on Impact. I don't think he will be getting revived as GT Iron does get to pick onto Benjamin Beats here in the south, leaving just Slim who might be getting flanked. That's the wrong one. Slim picks up Iron. Nicely done. I was just about to say Slim might be getting flanked by Iron, but they were ready for him. Slim's got 3.5 minutes, so they've got plenty of time to make this rotation up for Squimp. However, Pollution is still alive up there, so depending on Pollution's vantage, they might still be able to see Slim make this cross. Which, given the placement of the last two members of Army, I don't think will affect the revive. I think Slim will be able to get this revive as long as he goes north of this building here. If he goes through this courtyard, then Veli will have a line from hospital, but he does go north. He does go north. He's going to pick up Squimp. So the question now is, did Pollution get that call out, and do they know to be watching north, or are they going to be watching the southeast, since that is the last place that Slim shot from? Looks like we've got, is that Predatory Instinct rotating into Center Burning. And they appear to be looking out that east side. A little hard to see from out over here. Now they're moving around, watching south. Yeah, they were watching back towards Veli when Squimp got the shots, so they'll know to be watching north now. Veli does go down on a hospital roof, leading more credence to the notion that they were perhaps not watching the north for these two. Shots going out onto Predatory Instinct from both Squimp and Slim. Neither are going to connect. Slim throws out a flash. That's going to be too short. Smoke. Interesting smoke that's going to be mostly behind the wall. I'm not sure what good that does, except for maybe provide some sound cover. I mean, if Predatory Instinct was still in Center Burning, that would have assisted the cross. Maybe that was the idea. But Squimp does get the shots over here at the nose of the plane, giving us a 4-2 score for Rioting Raiders here on Quarantine, and also giving us a 1-1 tie on maps. One-to-one tie on maps. I'm not sure where we'll be going next, but it will be a map 3 decider. I'm gonna let you guys listen to some music while I check in and see what the next map's gonna be and see what's going on. And we will be going to Downfall for the third map. When we come back in, we will have Rioting Raiders as our Marsoc and Army of Raiders Elite as our Volk. Give me a sec, do a few little castry things. I'll be right back with you. We will be starting Downfall with a lower dumpster OBJ. Always spicy. If you get that quick spawn, it's just instant action. People can't help but start shooting at each other even before the round timer finishes counting down. Although, if pro tip, pro gamer tip, if you do in a competitive setting have, I mean, or in any setting, but you normally only see it in a competitive setting, but if you have lower dumpster, go ahead and sit down before you load in, so that way if you get the quick spawn, you'll be hidden behind the wall. And I mean sit down. You can't just sit in a chair. You gotta get your butt all the way down on the ground, or else they'll see you. But if you are low enough, then you can get around the wall and get to the east part out of view or get to the west part out of view. You just don't want to be standing there when you load in, because if it happens just right, they'll see you right away, and then spawn will be foiled. The spawn surprise will be foiled. We do have all 10 players loaded in. We're just waiting for all of them to ready up, and we'll be jumping in momentarily. And there are the beeps. Let's get back over. It is not going to be a quick spawn for Rioting Raiders. They're going to have this northeast villa spawn. Looks like we got maybe a 2-3 or a 2-1-2. Who is this? Benjamin Beats taking some very early shots. I gotta recommend against that. Slim from Upper Red gonna get Pollution. Pollution was there outside North Twin. Yeah, I was saying, like, you know, that's one of those things. A lot of times when you're breaking out a spawn, you'll see them all the way across the map over by White House or something. And it's okay to take that early shot, but if you do, you gotta hit it, man, or else you give away spawn for nothing, as Predatory Instinct takes Benjamin Beats. Predatory Instinct down here at South Brothel. Wait. Boss Jam. Gonna go down here. Wait, no, that was Boss Jam at South Brothel, not Predatory Instinct. I'm not sure where Predatory Instinct was, but it looks like they got refragged right after they got that kill, as Squimp gets Veli, and that was Boss Jam in South Brothel. Leaving just GT Iron all by themselves in White House. This is a risky position to be in. We've got two coming down the west. Benjamin Benjamin's gonna push in, and nope, Benjamin is maybe changing their mind. Yeah, Benjamin's heading towards lower dumpster. I'm gonna be honest, if I'm GT Iron in this situation, I am just running out into the open and either trying to get killed or shooting whoever I see so that exactly doesn't happen. I think that was Ghost Isaac got in while I was talking. I thought Benjamin Beats was gonna beat him, or actually I thought Benjamin was gonna go in and shoot him. Shoot GT Iron in the White House. I was worried about that. That's why I was so focused on Benjamin. But while I was talking, Ghost Isaac made their way down West Road. Oh, it's 2 points, 2 points. Caps count for 2. 2 points for Ghost Isaac and Rioting Raiders here on Downfall starting out. It feels very good as a player to start a map with a cap. You get a big momentum rush off that. Makes you feel a little more invincible when you come back in for Volk. So Army is really going to want to play this next round wise and make sure they put some points back on the board, break a little bit of that spirit from Rioting Raiders, who are feeling good right now. That was also a 5-person up cap. That was just a really good offensive round all the way around. Assisted by, I think, was that Slim Squimp had a 2-piece. Squimp had a 2-piece there in the Marsoc twins. Hearing some beeps, I'll bring you back over. Slim had a 2-piece there in the Marsoc twins. That really helped because it cleared out most of the on-objective defense, if I'm remembering correctly. And a little tip of the hat to Benjamin Beats. Like I said, I thought they were going to rush into White House and challenge Iron directly, but then they wisely backed off and allowed their teammate to go for the cap. We will get a 1-3-1 split with 3 heading up into Ghost Isaac gonna go down to Veli. Squimp gonna get the quick refrag out of that White House, that back window on White House. Pollution gonna go take a peek for for Squimp. Iron gonna get its gray over on OBJ. Squimp gonna pick up Boss Jam in between the twins. I'm trying not to move because I think Benjamin's gonna swing on Pollution. But Iron, interesting. Iron and Benjamin gonna trade out. They're both down. Slim gonna pick up the other one who was up here. Who else was up here? Picked up Pollution, I think that was. We now have Squimp in that same bad position that Iron was in, except instead of having 5 people, he's got 1.5. And I think it sounds like he might... No, he's just taking shots. I'm not sure where Squimp was shooting. They are watching...
Where's over here?
Where's over here? Over here is a terrible call-out. I will admit that. Marsoc Rock is a much better call-out. Sounds like we've got a bad kill count from Squimp. He said they. I think that means he thinks there may be more than one. They do know GT Iron isn't dead. I heard him say he needs to finish that guy. I'm not sure what's going on here, because on the one hand, it kind of sounded like based on callouts, they may have a bad kill count.
Over them. Over there. Next to the building.
Benjamin Beats...
Right, he's pushing. Hold on.
Oh, they saw imaginary. Is that, yeah, no, predatory instinct. Squimp gets the revive. This is a very interesting round. I never in a million years would I have thought this round would play out like this after the cap on the last round. Yeah, I'm very curious what Rioting Raiders kill count is at this time, as Predatory Instinct does pick up Squimp rotating back to uplink, but Benjamin Beats up there outside North Twin does get the final kill, giving Rioting Raiders a 3-0 lead here on Downfall. Rioting Raiders, you will remember, also took quarantine, suggesting they feel comfortable on these long maps. Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying is I'm very interested in what Rioting Raiders' kill count was, because it seemed to me, like I said, based on what they were saying, it didn't sound like they had a good kill count. It sounded like they might have thought there was more than one still alive. And for them to have rotated away from objective in that instance to get the res that I will say is an uncommon decision. But if they did have a good kill count, especially if they had a kill count and knew roughly where that player was, well, then that's not very crazy at all. That makes a lot more sense in that situation. So, yeah, I want to know. We're coming back for the third round here on Downfall. It's going to be a South Heli Bungalow OBJ and a convoy spawn, twin spawn. 4 Rioting Raiders. We're going to get a 3-2 split with 3 going to the north, 1 going to the valley, and 1 going up into the Twins area, going in between the Twins. Squimp going to get early picks onto Veli. Squimp has done a lot of damage with that M39. Got shots coming out from Volk in the south. One of those shooters is at South Brothel. I think there's another shooter in the south somewhere, though. We've got 2 at Center Hotel and GT Iron over here. GT Iron gonna pick up Benjamin Beats by helicopter as Boss Jam just taking pot shots out of South Brothel. I don't know how much of that's really at a person and how much of that is just to annoy them. Ghost Isaac looking like they might be going to the wrong uplink. Nope, no they're not. They just wanted inside. From that inside room, you can cap on the other uplink at Heli Bungalow. Slim gonna pick up Boss Jam rotating out of... Squimp, excuse me, Squimp gonna pick up Boss Jam. Predatory Instinct gonna pick up Squimp. Ghost Isaac gonna pick up GT Iron in Heli headquarters. Pollution gonna flash Ghost Isaac. Pollution probably gonna go down to Slim though. Yep, Slim on a good rotate. Leaving us at a 3-1. I think Ghost Isaac is gonna get this cap now. Instinct didn't see them get behind the wall. That's gonna be a cap. Yeah, originally I thought Ghost Isaac might have been going in right under this window. You can cap at the other OBJ there. But that was just me doubting Ghost Isaac when I shouldn't have, as they do wind up getting that cap. Good job to Ghost Isaac and Rioting Raiders putting a 5 up here on Downfall. Just dominating all around, both on offense and defense. Tip of the hat, well played to Rioting Raiders. And with that, I see 1 player drop out. I think that might be the end of things. Yep, seeing more players drop out. I don't think we're gonna get a round 4 for funsies. So let me just do exit that and then exit that. So, we're going to wrap up the cast here. That's going to be the end of things. That was a 3-4, 4-2, 5-0 win for Rioting Raiders against Army of Raiders Elite. This was the Raiders versus Raiders remix. They had done this a few weeks ago, and it was also a very exciting match. What did we see? We saw a lot of great play on Suburbia. It went back and forth. They traded rounds, ended up going to a round 7 decider. You love that as a viewer. Always love a round 7 decider. Quarantine was also very evenly matched. It was I think we had a 2-2 there, and then the Rioting Raiders were able to pull together the last 2 rounds. And I do think we were swapping Volk rounds until the Rioting Raiders broke through on a Marsoc round to win the map. I might be remembering that wrong, but it shows you the importance of that Marsoc breakthrough, because it pulls the Volk advantage from the other team over to you. And then on Downfall, as we just watched, that was just a really strong show all around. Rioting Raiders clearly know that map well. So, with that, we'll be done. I think that's about all you need to listen to my voice tonight. I want to say thank you to Rioting Raiders and Army of Raiders Elite for playing and inviting me here this evening. I want to say thank you to all of you out there watching for tuning in. My name's been Bob the Gamer. I hope y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all next time.